Oh, got the Grimsby Town top on, got the scarf in the background. I don't know why, I just felt like it was a Grimsby Town day. And yes, I know they're relegated. It's a shame as we move on to West Ham today, which isn't a shame. Doing quite well. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 9 of season 1 of the FIFA 21 West Ham United career mode. And I'm going to start off with the table. As you can see, 7th place. If you haven't seen the last one, there's a spoiler which you should have seen already. And also, we're into the window, so drop your suggestions below, as I think I'm going to save deadline day, or maybe half of it, for you guys in the next one. As today, we'll see what we're going to get through right now. We should have, yes, Wolves first in a big game. These are just below us or above us? I think it's just below us in the league, so we need to win that one. Followed up in the same week by Brighton, literally 3 days after, 2 days rest. So we're going to have to rotate heavily for that one. Followed up by Liverpool after that as well, as I don't know if there's going to be an FA Cup game shoved in somewhere maybe that we might have to play and simulate Brighton, but I'm unsure by now. Until there's actually one slotted in, I don't know what's going to happen. As also, I do want to make a signing today, of course I do, but I do want to see if we can get players out as well before we do. As the first one is going to be Alves going to Midtjylland. We'll accept that as Cresswell. 12 million, you know, isn't bad from, who's that? Real Betis and Real Sociedad, that's it. Both Real clubs, but he's 31. Maybe should go for that price, but he's playing well as well, so I'm not going to let him go. He is one of the players that I think is doing great in the team at the moment. And so we've got another bid in. Nice, it looks like we're actually picking some up, as Getafe want Ryan Fredericks. It's 6.3. I'll try and get a little bit more out, because we do have Ben Johnson and Koufal, so this guy is down the pecking order. Now it's unrealistic going to a La Liga side. I mean, Trippier's done it, so maybe it's not the most unrealistic, but of course it is. It should be in England still, as we'll offer 7 million, no, 6.3. 6.9 was the most they said they would go for, so I'm going to try and get the highest we potentially can for him. 6.4, let's not mess about, let's just accept it to get him off the books. And we've got his money from the FA Cup as well, not much, 156k, but we'll still take it in the bank, as we're doing very good for our manager rating, but not so good on sharpness at the moment, as we're going into a big game as well. As I've just seen Sheffield United, I think, signing Odsonne Edouard. That's a great signing from Celtic that never crossed my mind. Is this another bid, or Fredericks leaving? He has gone, as Balbuena's got an approach from Sassuolo. I'm honestly not going to tamper with that. I think his time's up, and I'll just let him go for free. He's only going to sell for 5 million, which will get money at the end of the season for next season anyway, so don't need that, as Alaves are taking Frederick Alves. As first off, we're playing Wolves, and I'm straight into this game, but it is a huge one. These are in 8th, we're in 7th, there's 1 point in it, and we are in the Europa League chase, so we really need to win this one with Dragowski in goal still. We've got Koufal at right back with Diop, Ogbonna and Cresswell. Our best defence with Fornals, Declan Rice and Souček both 84s now, with Lingard on the right, with Said Benrahma in camp, and Antonio very, very tired, but still up front. Got faith in him to get the goals against Wolverhampton over Benedetto, just slightly after his goal against Bournemouth in the last game we played in the last episode, but we'll gamble. Away at the Molineux, hoping for 3 points. And yes, they're below us, but we cannot underestimate this Wolf pack. This may be the turning point in our season. Win it, we're into the Europa League race really fine and proper. Lose it, we could be in a bit of trouble, as in goal it's going to be Rui Patricio still. Right backs Maido, Cody, Romanoli, Saiz and Aït-Nouri with a good defence. That Puezolo and Neves with Traore, Jimenez and Pedro Neto. Strongest team I think they've got. They've got Dendoncker on the bench, Pedence, Fabio Silva, Jean Moutinho, the usual suspects, as we need to try and get the win against this first team. Honestly can't remember the first time we played against them. Actually no, I can, scrap that, the Cup. We beat them on penalties, but I can't remember the time in the league, as Souček goes to give it out wide to Fornals, who's going to struggle to keep it in, but it's a great whip in, almost at Benrahma. Antonio to put the pressure on him. Patricio pounces on it. I think that was a bit of a chance, as oh no, the big man, Cresswell's going to have a day ahead of him. Just turned 31 and marking Adama Traore. Just not what you want, is it? As Lingard gives it into Benrahma, though. We do have the ball right here. Declan Rice out wide now to Koufal. That runs a little too eager, I think, for my liking from Lingard, but Antonio messes up with the ball as Declan Rice with a great tackle as well. Now we need to try and quickly go forward. Pablo Fornals with the overlap from Cresswell. Cresswell's going to run out wide and try and put a cross in. Can he do it? Cody blocks. And I'd say we're slightly edging this first 20 minutes as they've got an injury. There's a man down. I think it's Pedro Neto by the size as Adama. Big tackle on the big man from Cresswell. Doing well so far, but still needs to keep on his wits as that's a good ball out wide as well to Fornals. We've got Antonio in the middle. Fornals likes to cut inside. Can he do what he did against Chelsea? No. Just too far. And Declan Rice here with the ball to Souček. Our DMs in this game have been really, really good so far. It's just a shame we haven't scored because them two, you can see how the rating's gone up. It's proving the way in the playing as now it's Ogbonna. We're just trying to fashion a chance here. So we've got a run on from Souček. Now onto Benrahma. Declan Rice making a little run as Declan Rice for his first goal. And it's just dragged wide again. We just love putting it past that right post. Definitely should have scored as Souček win that header. Neves beating him to it, but we still do have the ball as we are dominant. I've got to say we are dominant in this game as Rice gives it out to Fornals again. Can we try and get a good shot off this time? He cuts inside, but I'm going to try and get further out wide so I can curl it and give it a chance to fall in, but it's going to just fall to Patricio's hands again as it's a dominant first 40 minutes. And I'm guessing 45 as we can't concede. We just can't. Not in this first half anyway as Cresswell nutmegs his own teammate into Issa Diop. Now across to Thomas Souček as we've got to run through the middle of Benrahma, but just a bit too far. So we're going to go back now into Declan Rice. Can we get the run from Fornals? Is playing really good. Not a good pass though as Fornals does get on it. Round to Cresswell again. Gets time to whip one in. Benrahma again flying for it, and I think that would have been a throw-in for Wolves. I think Benrahma completely scuffed that one instead of going with his head as it is 0-0 in this huge, vitally important Europa League scrapping game as we've had less possession, but they've had 0 shots and we've just been counter-attacking at that 5 at the back, which we can't penetrate so far. I'll give it another couple of minutes with the team. But I think if nothing changes, we might as well try and change his lineup as Souček gives it into Vladimir Koufal to run forward a little bit. Can he get a supporting run? No, gives it back to Angelo Ogbonna now in the middle to Saïd Benrahma, curls it round into Mikel Antonio. This is a big chance, you know. Antonio, bit tired, good footwork, and what a save from Rui Patricio to keep it at 0-0. Honestly, the Portuguese man's done well there as Lingard to whip it in as well to Ogbonna. We should be taking the lead sooner rather than later as it's on to Issa Diop with a long ranger. That's why he's a centre-back. Oh my days, how is it not more than this as now it's on to Koufal again. Can we try and forge something right here? It's Souček into Rice, around the corner into Benrahma, now onto Antonio again as he's going to look for... Who's this? It's Rice again. Can Declan Rice get a goal? He missed his earlier chance. He's got a bit of a run on here and drills it low. Honestly, his shots are getting better. But his goal scoring isn't because, of course, we haven't done so yet. As Antonio with a head, and Ogbonna! Why did you duck? Why did you duck? If he wouldn't have done that, if he would have headed that or just clipped it in with his foot, that's an open goal to Patricio's left. What are you doing? Shocker, mate, as now it's Souček with a backwards header into Raul Jimenez. Don't let them have their first shot go in. It's round the corner as well. Cresswell struggling. Actually, no, it's Fornals marking him as it's into Raul Jimenez and it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Of course they score their first chance. Get Antonio off. He's missed too many. How have we let this happen? Look at this. Look at this. It is Traore into Raul Jimenez, and I can't believe that's just happened. How are we letting it happen? And we've been punished for his sloppiness as I've just had to take a 2-minute break from recording. I've just seen on my phone that Alisson scored for Liverpool. Like, what? Still, I'm going to try and not bring real life into this at the moment because we've got a game to win. As Koufal now round the corner into Saïd Benrahma. I've got Benedetto in the box this time. He is smaller than Antonio, but he's more fit and hopefully more ferocious to get to the ball. As Souček put that through. Benedetto trying to cut away. And we don't deserve to lose this game, so make sure we don't. As that's good defending this time from, I think it was Cresswell in the middle. Onto Lingard down the line. Now into Benedetto as we've got Benrahma through the middle. Declan Rice continue running as Declan's around the back 5. He's got a run on here. Declan Rice scores this time as it's levelled up. And we needed that to happen. He's going to dive in front of the West Ham fans as the captain, the young captain, gets the goal. It's not the winner, but it's the instant leveler, as what a ball from Saïd Benrahma, just weighs it to perfection. 3 defenders on his back, and he outpaces them all, to be fair to him, and just slots it in that bottom corner. Game on. Love that for his first goal of the season. I think in an actual played game, I don't know about simulations, as it's on to Raul Jimenez again. Into Neves. He's going to try and get round us and give it to Jimenez. We've got to defend. We've got to make sure we don't lose the game if we don't win it. But of course, we are going to try and win it. I'm going to put Masuaku on in defence just to deal with Traore on the counter. And I think I'm going to put Lanzini on for Benrahma, who's tired. However, he's got the ball here and he's got the energy as he's trying to look for Benedetto. Good head. And Saïd Benrahma, he hasn't come off the field, to be fair to him. We're still playing on right here as Fornals. With the ball running down the wing, we've got 2 minutes plus the subs still to come on for us if they actually make sure they can get on, because the ball doesn't look like it's going out of play as Fornals. Can we try and get something going here? Really good passing. Just should have gone to Benedetto, I think, as Souček drills it, but the ball falls back into Benedetto, and what a save, Jimenez, in the last minute. Still, we have a corner ballers. I need to get Souček. I need to get the tallest man on the field to try and header this in, as is against Saïs as well. Souček wins his header. It's going to go back out to Lingard. Back post it to Diop, who heads it down. Saïs with a header away. Can we get this back in? Lanzini does. Into Benedetto on the turn. Falls to Souček, and it's blasted over. It's going to be a 1-1 draw at Molineux, as we should have kind of won the game. They should never have scored, but to say they did, we did well to come back. It's mixed emotions. We should have won it. We kind of needed to win it, but we come back well. And I guess the only thing we can do after that one is try and get 3 points again, as Freiburg coming in for our main defender, Angelo Ogbonna. He is aging. We're getting a lot of bids, but I feel like he's got this season and possibly next still in him. As we have got a cup game thrown in, you can see the FA Cup on the 23rd against Fulham, which is a decent team. Beaten them this month in a simulation, lost to them in a game that we actually played when we was in this position last time. So I can't wait for that, as they're going to simulate Brighton 100% now. As it's confirmed as well that Fabian Balbuena will leave the club, as I think that also makes my decision for who plays in the next games a lot easier, as Dragowski plays in this one in goal, Kufal, Diop, Ogbonna, and one change, or two actually, Masuaku coming in at left back, or left wing back if you want to call it that. Fornals, Rice, Souček and Lingard still in the midfield with Benrahma in cam. Loving how he's playing there with Benedetto going up front, because Antonio, I won't fit for the cup, I think, or maybe I carry on with Benedetto. I'm unsure, but he definitely needs a rest for now. So we're going to keep him on the benches. Brighton are in 17th as well. We should be winning just outside the relegation zone. Maybe they're scrapping to stay away from it, but I'm going to gamble. Does it pay off for the Hammers? Will it pay off? It does, as Neil Maupay scores first, but Lingard and Benedetto, there we go, scores the goal to win us the game, and that is us staying in the race. Come a long way since the beat us 2-0 in the second episode, as Frankfurt coming in a bid with Cresswell. Maybe you guys want me to get rid of him, but just off my experience, is West Ham through and through. He's been here years. He's got to stay. As I also feel like it's time for another signing, and I'm going to go with my gut. One, this is, I think, very realistic. Signed 2 players from Slavia Praga in Souček and Kufal. This is going to add a third to the trio, and a very good one in my opinion. 20-year-old, 75 rated David Zimmer. I'm thinking that's pronounced David Zimmer or something, as he's 6'3". He's massive. He's got good attacking rate. Should be good from corners and good at defending. Perfect in my eyes. So I feel like this would be the signing to go with into future seasons, not just a quick one in, and it will replace Balbuena easily, as it's going to be hard to sign him. I think I'll offer what he's worth, because Slavia Prague I don't think have much bargaining power, despite them being in Europe, as they want Aaron Cresswell. Everyone wants him because of how good he is at the moment, but he's not going anywhere. I just want this guy for money, pure money, even if it's all of his budget in this window. I want this guy through the door, as 11 million will do the job, but it's also down to what we get him on here. Rotational, can see him asking for important, and he does. I'll give him it, because I really want this guy at the club, and I feel like he will be important in the future. Maybe not straight away, as contract length 4 years, that is perfect. What we're going to get with the release clause, disregard it, and now financially, I think 30k. No, maybe not. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe 27 with a decent signing on bonus. Should be fine for this guy, as we'll offer him that. Please accept. Don't walk away, at least, as he sees it reasonable. Welcome, David Zimmer. Lovely addition, that, as we're on to Fulham, a London derby in the Cup. And this is the team I've selected. Fabianski in goal, with Johnson, the youngster, at right back. Now the backup, Fredericks, has gone with Diop. Zima coming in straight away for his stacks. It is a cup game, so best opportunity for him with Masuaku at the side. Fornals, Noble comes back in, give Rice a rest, Souček and Lingard, with Lanzini in camp and Mikel Antonio back up front. We've also got 2 strikers on the bench. Yes, Benedetto, and I'm going to try and sneak Larin, I think, on one of the wings, because I know he's rotting in the reserves and we need to get his potential up a little bit. So we're on to Fulham at home at the London Stadium. Can we get through again? Now we're going to get to see the team we're playing. Yes, we are. Areola, Fosse, Murphy, Congolo and Tosin Adarabioyo, with Tyler Francois. Is that a 5 at the back? It might be, you know, with Harris, Decadova-Reid and Jasper. No, it isn't, in fact. Cunha supporting Taylor Crosswade. That, for me, is very, very, very weak. I mean, Areola's in goal, Congolo, but Acuna, no face on his player, and Taylor cross-laid up front. It's like Fulham don't want to go through. Maybe I've made a little bit of a mistake by going too strong, but then again, I did not know their team before we started this one. Zima with his first touch in a Hammers shirt. Really good pass as well. He looks like a man mountain. Will replace Ogbonna really well. However, in the early stages of this game, we've got a man down. I think it's Masuaku at that side of the field as Crossley Taylor gives it back into Harris, another youth player in the middle, and that's going to get given as a foul. Our player's injured, and nothing gets given. Oh, well, we're going to see how he can cope for now. Hopefully can carry on, because it isn't asking him to come off, as, yes, it says he's got an injury, as Taylor Crossraid here, just trying to turn us, done well on the ball. They're not just giving it away, as Acuna gives it back, though, into Francois. How are we getting done by youth players? How are we getting done? Taylor Crossraid's through, gives it to Decadova-Reid, one of the first teamers in, as we've won that second header with Zima. And maybe it's our team that needs panning in a little bit. A bit panicky. Need to get forward and just make sure, if we get one goal, which I feel like should come early against this team, we just take it and run with it. As Antonio with a bit of a run on here himself. Lanzini in the middle. He's free as a bird. And Lanzini gets the first goal at the London Stadium. Beautiful little slot in that. And we do have the lead against the young players. Great little cross from Antonio, who is up front as well, but has managed to get that in. And a drilled shot from Lanzini past the keeper, Areola, one of the first teamers, but struggled to save that one. I think any keeper would have struggled, to be fair, though, watching it back, and yeah, 1-0. He's on the ball straight away from kickoff. I want to see some good play from him towards the end of the season, because he's one of the players I am very undecided on, so hopefully he can prove himself. As Johnson in the middle to Souček. Ben Johnson, I do want to see him do well as well this season, as Lanzini gives it to Johnson. Can he get his first goal? Bit optimistic from me. And Jasper with the ball now for Fulham, as they do have the ball quite a bit, you know. They are doing well on possession, but once we get it, we do run at them and just, I think, scare the youth players a little bit. We're just a bit daunting to them, as Lanzini, hopefully that's the crowd as well that's got something to do with it, as trying to thread it through there, but Tosin Adarabioyo raids it and gives it into Francois. Some to Taylor Crosslight, who looks to get forward as they're going forward quick. But I think in the end, no match for us, as Fornals gets it. Masuaku made the tackle, who still has that armband, or not armband, injury plaster above his head. As look at the possession from Fulham. Just look at that, 57%, as we've got the ball into Noble as well now. Mark Noble turns out into Fornals, and what's he doing? As let's try and smash them about. Harris tackled there, but advantage as it goes to Murphy. Now on to Tyler Francois. Cunha again. Now back to Francois. As can we get just the ball off them? They're doing well. They honestly are doing really well on possession, but Jasper passes it back, and that is half-time. 1-0 courtesy of Lanzini's goal. Should be more with the shots we've had, as we just need to try and get that oomph into the team. No changes, just get that oomph. And I might actually try and get Larin on soon, as John Stones has gone to Napoli. Weird signing, as Zama coming forward, or Zima, gives it right there. Poorly done by, but Souček just gets the ball passed to him this time, as Antonio turns out, gives it into Lingard. Please be onside, as it's just off. Mark Noble with a pass out there. So we've got another player down at the back. I don't know who that is, but I've just put Gvardiol on in, I think, left back for Masuaku, because he was still injured a bit, as Larin as well is on up front for I think as well it was Fornals. Yes, put Antonio at right and Lingard on the left as they've got a run through here. Jasper as Morelos has come onto the field as well. Antonio with a run right here as we're going to pass that across as well into Mark Noble and try and go down this side. What can Lingard do from the left? Is he better here? We'll just have to find out as he's running inside. Got Lanzini, I think that is, in front of him, having a good game as Larin here. And oh dear, Thomas Souček with a plaster above him as Larin takes this ball here, takes a shot on, bounces back to him. It's Larin. Can he put it across net? Fossey stood there. We will keep on fighting though as Zima with a great tackle. Matt Noble not tidy with the ball though, as I've also put Rinomota on just, of course, to save Thomas Souček with that little niggly injury as he's got the ball right in the middle now. As he's giving it forward to Lanzini again. Can we find Larin through this middle? There we go. Can Larin finally get his first goal in a West Ham shirt? Hasn't got one yet, but cut straight into Terence Congolo. And can you be bothered? Just want that man to score as we've got Liverpool next as well, so I don't see him playing at all in that game as Noble right here gives it out wide to Lingard. Got the overlap here from Gvardiol, rushing forward from left back, whips one in towards Lanzini. Larin, head that behind you for Lingard to hit. And it's blocked for a goal kick. This second goal, although I do want it to come, and it's going to be embarrassing beating a youth team just 1-0, I don't think is on its way. And is the referee going to blow his whistle here? Alfredo Morelos in possession. Does get a good ball down the wing, though, into Decadova-Reed. I don't want to replay. Not when we've got Liverpool next. As there we go. We are through. A big roar from the West Ham fans as we have done it against Fulham. Should be through to the round of 16 now. Doing very well domestically, but still, going to try and get through this time. No Tottenham to stop us, hopefully, as Lanzini run that game himself and got us the win. And we'll check his injury right here as, oh, we've got two. Thomas Souček out for 5 days and Arthur Masuaku out for 4 weeks. He played on through the hyperextended knee injury, but I'm guessing we're missing him. I mean, Cresswell is the better option. He just is, on paper and in game, but it's shocking for it to happen, as we've also got a bid in from Spurs. Oh dear, the rivals actually wanting Declan Rice. You know the answer to that. I might as well look at the bids around the clubs as well, because I haven't done that yet. So I'll flick to the side and Phil Foden, 96.4 million going to Bayern Munich. Skriniar to Liverpool for 79.5. And 62.8, Ruben Neves actually leaving Wolves. Maybe that's because they couldn't beat us, to go to Real Madrid. So I guess I'm sorry, Wolves fans. I guess as we'll go into this game against the Redmen. This one isn't at Anfield, as we almost beat them last time, and we've got a bid in here for Fornals, 10 million plus Hector Bellerin. You know, that ain't a bad player, but I am going to reject that, of course. If they offered some money, maybe, but I know what Arsenal are like. If I try and negotiate, I'll never get that money. This is the team we're going to play against them as well. Drakowski back in goal with Kufal, Diop, Ogbonna and Cresswell. Zima just not there yet with Fornals, Rice, Souček and Benrahma coming in for Lingard, giving him a rest with Lanzini in cam because he played amazing, taking over from Benrahma in the middle, and of course dropping Lingard to the bench with Antonio up front once again. Our main striker until we probably get another one at the start of next season. That's my thought process anyway, as my thought process is honestly telling me I'm going to get hammered here. But I've put my best team out and we're going to go for it. And come on, let's see it. How do Liverpool line up in this game? It's Alisson the goal scorer in goal with Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Matip and Simiskas at left back. Modric, Henderson and Koke change the midfield up with Salah, Firmino and Sadio Mane. Is Thiago on the bench? He is. Lacazette there as well. Robertson dropped for Simiskas. I can't understand that. Maybe they think rotation is good against us as they are in first position, and probably got the right to think that, but we've got to put it all in. Of course, I know other teams around us have got to play Liverpool still, so that's motivating. But if we could get 3 points against top of the league in the race we're in, it would be sensational. As now it's Simiskas straight away into Koke. He's going to do something against me, the Greek, because I've spoke about him. As Modric tries to give it out wide really quick to Cresswell, and Cresswell against Salah. God, he's had it hard. Of course, talk about Aaron as he had to face Adama. Now he's facing this guy, and of course Masuaku's injured now, so he's got a lot of building up to do. And, well, character building for himself playing in these hard games as Benrahma. Through the middle, though, keeping hold of the ball as Antonio now. We know we can score against them. We did it last time as it's out wide to Cresswell. Running forward, gives it into Lanzini. Antonio in front. Almost goes through. Just not yet so far as Angelo Bonner's shut them down really quick. Great tackle from the big man, as we're actually going to carry on attacking now. It's a great run through the middle from Declan, but just can't get it through. However, can now against Van Dijk. Tries to turn, just hits it out the big man. He won't get out the way, as I do, of course, want to be scoring more of them than I miss, as Mohamed Salah jogging backwards round the corner to Modric. Now into Roberto Firmino through the middle. And it's Henderson. He's got to run at the side of him. Just got to watch that as it's good defending. However, Souček lunges in. Rice has to deal. Now Koke can't get it round the corner as it's all hands to the defensive pump all of a sudden. But Souček to play this out. And it's actually a glorious ball down to Lanzini. Chiplet over the top to Antonio. Great touch. Michail Antonio from wide. Past Alisson to make it 1-0 against top of the league. It's Michail Antonio with the goal. I could see that coming from the first 10 minutes, but not before the game. What a goal. The West Ham fans going mental. It's a counter-attack as well as Lanzini. I'm loving him in cam. It's him and Benrahma just fighting for who's going to be the first choice, as that is a glorious, glorious, just driven shot past Alisson into the bottom corner, who stood no chance. And the Hammers are beating Klopp's Liverpool. Do have to ask ourselves at the same time, though, not forgetting that we've been here before, so we know it might not go swimmingly, as Lanzini now with the ball. Can we get a run on? We did from Declan, but stopped right there as Declan Rice round the corner into Lanzini. Great touch as Lanzini pull that back. We had a runner on in the middle then, but he just stopped us. Lanzini's going all the way, shooting. Good block from Timiskas. And I tell you what, Angelo Ogbonna's been a beast in this game as well, outside of the defence, but winning the ball every time he gambles as it's through now to Lanzini. He sees himself as Van Dijk, as that's a great run from Declan Rice this time. Dodgy touch, gives it too close to the defender, however, no pressure on him, and Alisson comes out with a great save from the left foot of Declan. What a stop as that could have been too, and we know we've scored a head against them last time, like I said, so we'll try with Diop. It went over, and Alexander-Arnold, really good reaction to knock that away. I won't control anyone this time, just knock it into Mikel as it's headed as far as Declan Rice though. Chests it back in, Lanzini round the corner into Souček, and that's in row A. Bit of a poor one as, Fornals, I thought he'd nicked it there, but Koke gives it to Roberto Firmino right now. Tries to get it past us as Rice now reads it onto Paulo Fornals. He's going to try and use his pace to get away from players. As Souček, get out of the way, I'll just take the ball. That's fine. That's fine as well. As it's through to Michail Antonio. Needs to cut inside, but goes out wide. Wrong move from me. As Benrahma almost got it robbed, but his close control does very well for him there. Cuts inside. Said Benrahma still going, just shrugged off the ball. That is half-time just after that. 1-0 to West Ham. That's a reoccurring scoreline, but it happened before, didn't it? It happened before, and it slipped. Firmino with a hat-trick, and he scored straight away, so we've got to make sure right here I'm not letting you guys go until we actually get the ball back. I want to see that we're not going to concede straight away as Souček gets a touch on it. Oh, and it's handball. That's a great way to start it, isn't it? Giving them a free kick as Van Dijk only chips it in as far as Declan Rice, though. Poor from the captain, as now it's going to go to us. And Declan Rice to put it through to Lanzini. Onside because Gomez or Matip was keeping him on. Into Antonio. Can we get two? Declan Rice! Oh, and that was top corner bound. It really has been a spectacular performance from us, I've got to say. Best game of the season, and I do say that quite a lot, but this time I really do mean it, as now it's Firmino giving it into Koke. We can't let it slip though, as it's through to Firmino, one-on-one with Dragowski, and he's been nutmegged. Are you having a laugh when I'm praising us as well? When I'm praising us. Yep, it's a good goal from Firmino again, and don't be the same thing again. It could be deja vu as it's through the middle. Firmino somehow stays onside, and Dragowski had to come out, didn't he? He had to come out to close that gap up, but it's gone through the little gap in between his legs to make it 1-1. And this is when we need those fans. An hour in, at least it's not 2. I think it was 2 by now in the last one, as Declan Rice straight back to Aaron Cresswell. Still being the better team, I like it, but Salah tackles his left back there, who's caught upfield, so has to try and get a tackle in, but the ball straight through to Bobby. Cut out by Declan, though, who's been the best player in this game, and Cresswell to charge us forward again into Manuel Lanzini, and Henderson's got a touch on it from behind. I do like how the game's going a bit slower as well now, talking about Neves, but almost the 70th. 20 minutes to hold on. In-game as well. Shouldn't be that long, as we are actually being the better team still. Really good interleaving passing through to the back post where Benrahma scores to make it 2-1. What a volley from the Algerian as he's out wide, but no problem for him. Honestly, the surprise package of this season makes it 2-1 against league leaders Liverpool with a astounding volley. And look at this. What a cross from Pablo Fornals. Glad we didn't sell him to Arsenal as he gets it inch perfect to go past Alisson. Look at this. Just gets it not through the gap in the legs, but just the gap in between the post and his left boot to secure us a 2-1 lead for now. What a huge moment as it's telling us to make a sub. Ben Johnson for Cresswell. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Got to keep experience on at this moment in time as we've got 15 minutes. We've put Lanzini off though and Lingard on in cam just to try and test the waters. Him against Liverpool. You never know, old rivals. As they've also put Origi on as well, and you know he's famous for the late goals, so got to stop them. 15 minutes still. Fabinho's on as well, making all the subs. As Salah, Diop with a great tackle, still falls back and... Oh, Dragowski. I thought you were going to let Origi cut in there as Salah's actually stayed down as well. Still, we're going to carry on though as Cresswell messes it up. And Divock Origi again now gives it into Salah, overlap. But Salah goes down again. Now that's a dive. That is completely and utterly a dive. And Fornals to run on. Great assist from him, of course, as he's going to cut back and give it to Declan. Man of the match still, because a great ball's gone through as well there, proving his quality as Antonio cuts inside. Declan making the move, and it's gone to the back post, and it wasn't half bad, just Alisson was closer. As we literally have under 10 minutes to go still, and Salah got an injury. I've actually tuned up some subs as well to come on, as that cross didn't meet Antonio, but I think I'm going to be putting Benedetto on for Antonio and Larin on if they actually do get on the field, because we haven't got long left. Can we get another one to cement it? How good would that be? Lingard, that would be fitting, but it's over the bar. Still though, 3 minutes added on, and can they score from their goal kick in 3 minutes? Let's see. Benedetto straight on Matip. No short ball for them as they're going to put it long down this wing. Larin, you're massive. Great header from the big man as well. That might have won us the game as Lingard through to Benedetto, in fact, as well. Benedetto to sweaty it to Jesse Lingard to win us the game. And it's done and dusted now. A Manchester United player scoring against Liverpool to wrap the game up. How fitting. What a goal as well as Larin, mate. That came from you. Best thing you've done in a West Ham shirt, as the assist from Benedetto was always coming. He isn't that greedy as we just pass it straight off to the man at the side of us in Jesse Lingard to bury it. And we have beaten top of the league, Liverpool. And how the tables have turned. What a win in the chase for European football, and what a bit of revenge. They beat us 3-1 in a game we did very well in, the first game of the season, and this time round we have beaten Liverpool 3-1 in our own back garden to get the win at the London Stadium. Perfect, best game of the season and career so far. Yeah, that's topped off a beautiful episode. A 1-1 draw we started off with, which was a good comeback, but still should have won. Then a big win against Brighton 2 days after. Then a win in the Cup against a weakened Fulham, granted, but a big win there against Liverpool to take us up to 6th in the league, above Chelsea, above Wolves, and above Villa. We are the new top 6. It's Man City now on top as well. Liverpool dropped to 2nd, Spurs, Arsenal and United, as we are sitting close to Manchester as well, 3 points off. And to say we're near the relegation about 10 games in, that is fantastic. Come so far as a team, no marquee big signing. We've just literally signed Benedetto, Larin, Zima, Rinamotta, Gvardiol, Lawrence, all these like bench players, I'd say, to be fair, apart from of course Zima in the future. And maybe Benedetto comes on a bit, but no one in this team right here, apart from Dragowski as well, but he was supposed to be rotation, is world class, but they're just performing like the world class. And that isn't even what the game mode's on as well. It's on legendary, as of course I'm going to leave deadline day to you legends, as unfortunately guys, this is going to be the end of this episode. Maybe it's the Grimsby shirt, as thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well, so you not miss an episode from me in the future. Best support on the channel it's ever had, literally 100 subscribers in a week and a half. That's mad, so thank you guys so much for that, as I will see you all in the next one. Take care, in a bit, and peace everyone.